is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. You're conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. Yes, it is.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
Up there, no ball of meat, no light in the formless nothing. Just nice women. I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth. Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough. Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir? Song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly... A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force...
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flick. It says, "Whirling in Rags" on the aluminium. The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Whatever it is, at least it's dead now. Please stop. It's horrible. You're scared. Oh my God, what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disc for Revachol. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it out of the dazzling swirl of disco music in an open-air boîte de nuit somewhere in Revachol West. Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He said everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe everyone loved it. Maybe the click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. What do you mean, assess the damage? How would you do that? What?
Hello, officer.
The young her eyes are...
No.
The young woman shakes her head slowly.
No. You're a police officer, sir. I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding up. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer.
She nods.
There's a mercenary out back. He's been hanged. The body has been there for a week now. The locals probably got tired of it and called the cops. I didn't mean to overwhelm you with information. You seem a bit lost, officer. Could it be because of the drinking?
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer. Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she looks back at you, a light glinting off her. You're a cop, Harry.
Yes. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least you're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Her accent suggests she is not from around here. She's from Aranier, another part of the world.
Enough. At least here, it's 51. The current century? Centuries don't have numbers. They have civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. Yeah? There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that.
Oh, we're huge where I come from. I don't know about that. A slow, sad song. Don't be. Then you started screaming. A window was smashed. The tape there was. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet. Glad to have been of assistance.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned. This door can only be opened with a key. This door can only be opened. A man in his late 20s. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan.
No, I'm not the bartender.
He's very animated all of a sudden.
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian East. The small steel tag says as much.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you. bespectacled as you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is, he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed...
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation. Yes. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. After you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, officer.
Ten 2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What? 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten 4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. Ten 9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
It's a single-shot Kill A9. An Armistice, to be precise.
Says it's a Kill 9mm.
Armistice?
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Noor by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. That's a negative. Not going to say that.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerd.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Like, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as...
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing.
Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his...
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is it? What?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over. 10. Excuse me, sir? No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. 10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on...
He asked if he ever told me about his days.
For God's sake, cut this shit out!
Sir, satellite... So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
A metallic drawer slides.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
It's robust. Lets you the pry bar. Useful for opening all sorts of doors, and the handles are long. You can do good. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle as you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A A young, able-bodied man stares back at you. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook. The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says, 5 Real. It feels nice and greasy. The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9.
The man...
Mr.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
What? What is this? A joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he...
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door?
This man...
Behind this...
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over...
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. I don't really... I would suppose...
You mean the...
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security...
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbled.
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for...
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so good for you? Was there something else?
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
One moment you're running like the wind. Then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Watch out!
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon. Admit it. You just missed the quarter line. I was wrong to let you...
That is too bad. We all need a little love. Are you okay?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 6... And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. I'm too old for you. And you must forget I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew.
Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is...
No, dear. Nothing so glamorous, dear. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be... I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such... That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. Oh, my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the whirling and rag? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has... Speaking of history, you know what year it is. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this...
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Nope.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that? From where I was standing, it looked like you were about to pull out two guns, but drew out two... birdies instead. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you don't have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket. Try to force a tear out of your duct. Really rip into the whole emotional aggression thing.
Officer, get a hold of yourself, please.
Sweetie, I'm sorry, but I think you need more help than I can give you. Oh, no, I'm so sorry I don't have money for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, just ask. Of course, dear.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow Kuno!
Kuno's...
If there ever...
Oh yeah! Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the...
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about. I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't...
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
Alright, entertain the Kuno.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload, pig.
Don't tell the pig
This is where you quickly ask him questions.
Kuno's fuck imp.
He's trying to...
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno probably climbed. You heard, I don't know, some fucking
Mesk or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno is in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you...
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Your test...
Get lost!
Right, Pig. This is... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno doesn't do that, smart. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! Help!
Help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out.
Yeah, that's right.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Fuck me? Please leave the rage you have for after we finish.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological
Hello, sweet.
Wait, who's
Why you?
This-
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Oh no, I was lucky. That yeah. No, dear. I'm not quite that. Nothing. I was just you'd think it. I was lucky. No. Yes, dear.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no.
No problem. Whatever do you secret?
Apart.
Yes, and even thank you. Perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather. Oh my. That's right. And yes, indeed. Yes, and the new much is speak. That's right, dear.
Early?
I can tell that. Nope.
Mean it.
Oh dear. But we should.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Defeat. It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it, but you were doing...
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh... someone more...
No.
Of course.
That's a good point. This doesn't...
Of course.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Mr. Guard.
Yes?
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 50.
What? Yeah.
I know it.
No.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of...
This...
You said
What?
But you...
Yeah.
I didn't...
He probably means this is where you... His fast...
That's behind... That's easy. See that door there?
This man means...
I don't know.
This...
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't. The local...
The debug...
I don't... I would...
You mean the...
Yes. What are you, crazy? Behind this... That's easy.
This man...
Behind this... That's easy.
This man...
Behind this building... That's easy. See...
This man means the heavy cavalry of the inner...
Haven't you asked... Okay, you got...
Thank you.
I asked in... What? What are you, a chauvinist then? Ha!
He smiles until he realizes his comeback wasn't very good. Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles. Go ahead, just as long as you don't discard those crocodile babies. The corpse looks, you see, a cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural
active.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna...
Yes?
Kuno, the pig's getting Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. I'm going away from...
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You don't want to fuck with me.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the...
Kuno's got this.
If they ever...
Oh, right.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is...
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good.
Yeah,
Kuno's riding it.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the...
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. All right.
The kid, irregular speech patterns, overconfidence.
Shitload, pig.
Don't tell the...
This is where you quickly ask him questions.
Kuno's...
He's trying.
Kuno knows all kinds of... Probably... You heard? I don't know. Mesco.
There is no no.
Why you gotta be... You wanna know... It's not... That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit...
It's impossible to deduce what it...
Just a cup... Yeah. Kuno's...
He's trying to hide the fact.
Kuno no... Kuno's...
He's trying to hide the...
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. You're
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden shoe. No, it's not fucking Kuno's.
He thinks you're
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a... Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of Ilmara. Not so much any...
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was... Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking...
This trash container Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock. Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just...
We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from...
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar I did. Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock. Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had... Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's not entirely cool. You still owe me 100... Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come... Mine? No, it...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why? To keep the hobos and drunk...
I thought as much.
Well, yes. Us and the...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Yes. Have you got it? Like what?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock with a well-oiled crack. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been...
You see, you've done this before. No, a box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta among the threadbare as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage. A rank corpse smell.
The victim's clothes? Cadaver in odor is faint. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. The belt is missing.
Something slimy. A drab, long-sleeved...
This is a military-type overgarment. No label.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or...
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno?
See?
The fuck's...
See? Not really. All we know is...
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash can. It's just organic waste. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clip.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look, if you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Well, lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCMs. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. The trash collection?
Thank you anyway.
Yes.
The worker is in a deep slumber.
The RCM in Martinez. What? We don't see a lot of police around here. Of course. What can I help you with? Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble. It is, because he sent you to harass me. He's playing you. He hates the police, okay?
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yes.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep...
There's silence. The smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Excuse me? Oh. Well, I did... Okay. Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure. Keep...
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. Suit yourself, officer. Hide your face in the sand if you so. Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But apples?
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular.
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad, you think.
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow him down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them, huh?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or...
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Yeah, they're kind of boring, but, you know. Okay. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. I don't know, really... long. I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay. Uh-huh. Reality? You mean What reality? Economic reality?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. I don't know. What about it? I don't know. Look at the clock.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still.
We're in for it? As mankind?
What will her essay prompt be?
In a good place. I mean, science is doing great. And this radio computer thing. When ordinary... Yeah, we're in for it as man...
What will her essay prompt be?
We're in Revachol. Like, you're welcome. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Cool.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You need a bag, I guess. Feel free to use it if you find a bag. Oh, that's the...
Bastards! We have a... Hold up and stay frosty.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with... Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scab.